Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today, we are going to get very, very cozy and we are going to do some good night stories. All about going to bed and having a cozy night. And I have a little bedtime friend with me, all dressed in pajamas with his eyes already closed, ready for bedtime. So let's get started so he can get to sleep as soon as possible. Because it's Friday, it's the weekend, and we just want to relax and maybe take a couple of naps here and there. Our first book would be Goodnight, Little Bear, A Sleepy Time Tale. And our second book is going to be Goodnight, Moon 123. And our third book is going to be Time for Bed. 3 fabulous books. So let's start with the first one, Good Night, Little Bear. Got a blanket here. Good Night, Little Bear, A Sleepy Time Tale. Falling asleep, little bear, is easier than it seems. With bedtime hugs from those we love, we slumber with sweet dreams. Bedtime hugs for little turtle tucked inside a shell. Bedtime hugs for little deer who cuddles in the dell. Bedtime hugs for little possum hanging from the tree. Bedtime hugs for little fox as precious as can be. Bedtime hugs for you, little bear, and just like all the rest. You'll soon be dreaming happy dream, 'cause hugging is the best. The end of Good Night, Little Bear, A Sleepy Time Tale. Second one is Goodnight Moon 123, a counting book, based on the book by Margaret Wise Brown, pictures by Clement Hurd. Goodnight Moon 123. One quiet old lady whispering, hush. Two little kittens, 3 little bears sitting on chairs. Four cows jumping over the moon. Five telephones, 6 bowls of mush. Seven socks, 8 mittens. Nine red balloons. 10 tiny houses. 100 stars. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Shh. Shh. Good night, moon. 1, 2, 3. Good night, moon. From the kittens to the cows to the bowl of mush, the familiar images from his father's illustrations inspired Thatcher Hurd with this idea of Goodnight Moon 1, 2, 3. These comforting images find new expressions in the counting companion to the classic bedtime book, Goodnight Moon. And our last one, Time for Bed by Mem Fox, illustrated by Jane Dyer. It's time for bed, little mouse. Little mouse, darkness is falling all over the house. It's time for bed, little goose. Little goose, the stars are out and on the loose. It's time for bed, little cat. A little cat so snuggle in tight. That's right, like that. It's time for bed, little calf. Little calf, what happened today that made you laugh? It's time for bed, little fold. Little fold, I'll whisper a secret, but don't tell a soul. It's time for bed, little fish, so hold your breath and make a wish. It's time for bed, little sheep, the whole wild world is going to sleep. It's time for sleep, little bird, so close your eyes, not another word. It's time to sleep, little bee, yes, I love you, and you love me. It's time for sleep, little snake, good gracious me, you're still awake? It's time to sleep, little pup, if you don't sleep soon, the sun will be up. It's time to sleep, little dear, the very last kiss is almost here. The stars are on high, are shining bright. Sweet dreams, my darling. Sleep well. Good night. That is the end of Time for Bed. Boys and girls, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. It has been our pleasure to bring these stories to you about bedtime, going to sleep, and good night. And guess what? Today we're not going to do a twirl. Or should we? Should we do a twirl? We'll do a quick twirl and then we'll say good night. Okay, you ready? A blanket here. It's a soft twirl with our blanket on. Twirl, twirl. All right, now that we have twirled, let's get back down to business, baby, because why? It's bedtime. We gotta get cozy up for bedtime. Whew, nice and cozy. Now, we have all of our books here. And boys and girls, I do not own the rights to these stories, but I do love storytelling magic. And the magic of today is all about bedtime and getting you nice and cozy and ready for bed. It's the weekend, it's Friday. We've had a nice long week, and now we just want to relax with our families and our lovies and do the things that make us happy and make us feel good. So Bored with Miss Reynolds would like to say to you, it is time to sleep, little dear, little dear. The very last kiss is almost here. I've been saving the very last kiss for you.